Cheers, mate. What's going on, guys? Stealing a little bit from Trez there. Don't worry, it's non-alcoholic beer. I haven't fallen off the wagon. Man, went and saw Sacred Reich last night with Epoch of Unlight and Hate Doctrine. Fantastic show. Was blown away by that. I was lucky enough to catch Sacred Reich on a headline stop. They're doing a tour, I think, starting tonight with, I think they're doing support for Gwar and Toxic Holocaust and all that stuff. But it was nice to see Sacred Reich last night. They, pretty intimate show. There wasn't a whole lot of people there. Maybe 35, 40 people total at the show. So, I mean, it was nice to see them in that kind of environment. So I did have a good time. I'm going to show some of the stuff that I picked up, some merch from that show. I also got a package in the mail with some doom metal that I'm going to show as well. And that'll be what I got for you guys today. I hope you're all doing well. I took today off of work, and I'm glad that I did. I don't drink. I have, as I said, non-alcoholic beer here, but I don't know. I felt like I've had a hangover all day for some reason. So I've been sleeping off and on. Decided to get my lazy tail up and do this video. I hope you guys see some stuff you like, all that good stuff. As I said, I went and saw the show last night. I've seen Hate Doctrine and Epoch of Unlight before. They're both local Memphis bands, and they both put on pretty amazing sets last night. I do enjoy Epoch of Unlight quite a bit. I didn't pick up anything from Hate Doctrine. I was kind of limited on funds last night, but I did pick up some stuff from Epoch of Unlight. They finally have T-shirts. They haven't had T-shirts in forever, and they finally came out with a new shirt. I love that shirt. They're also selling these on their Bandcamp. I think all they have left now are sizes small through extra large. So if you're in that size range, then you can go pick one up. I will link their Bandcamp where you can pick up the shirts in the description. I'm sorry, I'm still half asleep in case you can't tell. But I really dug that design. I had to get an extra large. I hope I can fit my fat tail. I usually wear a 2X, but we're going to try to squeeze into this extra large. And there we go. If you're not familiar with Epoch of Unlight, I mean, I'm sure most of you probably are. They're kind of legends in the melodic death, black and death metal scene. They're out of Memphis, and they've been making music since the late 1990s, and fantastic stuff. They also gave me a free pen. I was very appreciative of that. And that will be going on my pen collection, my little hanger that I have with all my pens on it. So it was very nice of them to hand me that. They're actually all really nice guys. Scott, the vocalist, I think he's been like the main vocalist for going on 3 years now. He was super cool, super chill to talk with last night, and took care of me. And as I said, check out Epoch of Unlight. They will be linked in the description. And we got some stuff from Sacred Reich. I picked up, well, I'll show the shirt first. They had 3 different shirts going into this tour. I'm always a sucker for the ones that have the the tour stops, the dates on the back with the cities. So that's why I went ahead and grabbed this bad boy, if I can get it up and straight. There we go. It's just the kind of the artwork, a little bit of the artwork for the newest album, Awakening. I thought that was pretty sick. Look, they had another shirt that I really dug, but it did not have the tour dates on the back, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this one instead. There you go. As you can see, these guys are about to be very busy. Memphis, right there. First stop. Look at all those dates that are left. 3 columns. I don't know how well you can pick that up, but they're going everywhere. I think tomorrow night they're going to be in Norfolk, Virginia. On the second stop, I think that's the first stop with Gwar and Toxic Holocaust and all that good stuff. Funny thing is, I used to live in Norfolk, Virginia. I stayed in Norfolk for about 6 months, so it's kind of odd that that's their first stop. Excuse me. And I picked up the newest release, Awakening. They played quite a bit of stuff from this album last night, and I was pretty pleased with that. They played their classics. These guys have been pumping out thrash metal for going on, I guess, 30 years now. So, I mean, they're no chumps when it comes to making music. They're all expert musicians, and this is a pretty stellar album. It's the first one they put out in 20 plus years, and it's like they never missed a beat. I enjoy this quite a bit. A couple of the songs are stronger than the others. Salvation, I love that song on this. Killing Machine is really good, and Awakening, the title track, is also very well. I was unaware until last night that McLean, the drummer from Machine Head, is also the drummer in Sacred Reich. So that was kind of cool to find out last night as well. So as I said, I had a good time, fun show, all that good stuff. I also have a little box here, a package that I'm going to open up for you guys. I actually already know what's on this, but I like to add the mystique of opening it, doing an unboxing. If you want, I can pretend like I don't know, and like it's a grab bag or something that I'm surprised. But this just came in the mail, so I figured it was a good time for me just to get up, wake up, and get the ball rolling on this video. I think there's 6 CDs. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 7. Seven or I can't remember. I ordered these as a lot on eBay. They all came together in one specific lot. I think it was like 15 to 20 bucks, maybe $20 after shipping. I thought it was pretty good. There was some stuff on here that I've been meaning to pick up forever, and so I just went ahead and pulled the trigger. I'm going to get them in order because there's a couple that are by the same. Most of this stuff is from Russia. There's some from Ukraine. I think there's a Romanian band in this as well. First one up is a classic. This was actually probably my favorite release that was in this whole lot. I saw this one and I knew that I was going to pull the trigger. I probably would have spent what I spent on just this album alone. This is a Comatose visual with a Fumus Non Sumus. This is Funeral Doom, and I believe this is out of Russia, and it is a masterpiece. I think this came out in it's been out for a bit. 2011, yeah, 2011. It's been out. I knew it had been out for a while. As I said, masterpiece. It ranks up there with some of my favorite Funeral Doom releases, and I think it's 3 tracks, and they're all phenomenal. Love this album. Super glad to have that in the collection now. Next up are 2 more Russian bands. They're two more albums from another Russian band. Let's do that. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. As you can see, looks to be in Russian there. Dryum, I believe, is the pronunciation for this. And they're easy enough. The albums are just titled 1 and 2. They have a 3 that is out, but I do not have a copy of it yet. It came out last year, I want to say, so I need to get my hands on that. But some more fantastic Funeral Doom. I have enough Funeral Doom just in this box to last me for a while. I get in my moods, especially around this time of the year. Funeral Doom starts working its way back into my life, into my playlist, and it just seems fitting for creeping into October. This one I actually already owned. This is number 2 from Dryum. This will probably be going. There's some dark artwork on that. I don't know if you can make that out. It's almost all black, but this will be going into a care package that I'm sending to a buddy of mine here pretty soon. But I think he will enjoy this. I had to send him quite a bit of Funeral Doom, so I think he will dig this as well. As I said, just dark Funeral Doom, dark, slow, brooding Funeral Doom. One of these is on Solitude Productions. The number 2, number 1 was on Archaic Sound. I didn't even say what label. The Comatose visual was also on Solitude Productions. They do a pretty stellar job of putting out doom metal, not just Funeral Doom. They put out quite a bit of good doom metal through the whole spectrum of doom. So definitely check out Solitude Productions, because I found quite a bit of good stuff through that label. I feel like I'm slurred. I swear the beer is non-alcoholic, just my ears are ringing so bad. I forgot my earplugs. I usually wear earplugs to shows. Forgot them last night, and with it being such a small crowd, and Sacred Reich, they're getting ready to embark on this big tour. They had their speakers huge, man. They just blew my eardrums away. Next up, some more doom. all this is going to be doom. This is Unmercenaries with Fallen in Disbelief. This is one that I have not heard yet. I believe this is more on the Death Doom spectrum as opposed to just Doom. I don't know how many copies of this were made, but I have number 02. I don't know if you can make that out. 0291. So 291 out of, I'm not sure. This is on MFL Records. Not even super familiar with that. It's 4 tracks. But I want to say this is probably, if I remember correctly from what I read, this is more on the Death Doom side of things. Could be wrong on that, but that's just where I'm leaning on that one. Next up, we have, I'm going to butcher this, a Byzanthum with Inanimous. And this is on March Funebre Productions. And this is another one that is going to be new to me. That's the one good thing about these lots. Usually there's a few albums that I really want, and then I find some new stuff along the way. So this will be another one that it's going to be new to me, and hopefully this will be another one that I enjoy. Thinking this one is Funeral Doom. And then the last two, this is man, I just it's Death Doom, but it's like a Doom, regular Doom, Death Doom, and Funeral Doom hybrid band. If that makes any sense whatsoever. This is Autumnia. I'm not sure how you're gonna pronounce that, but I've never had to pronounce it before until just now, and now I feel silly saying it. And the first one is O Funeralia, and I believe this is their newest release. This came out in 2009, so their stuff has been out. I don't think they've released an album in quite a while, but this one's pretty stellar. This was on Solitude Productions as well. As I said, quite a few of these in this lot were going to be from Solitude Productions. It looks like I'm going to have to change out this jewel case because this one's missing a prong. I think this is Russian as well. I think it's like an international. I think maybe one of the members is German and the other one is Russian. Or that's what I'm wanting to say. But I tend to be more wrong lately than I have in quite some time. I think the dog is calling me out on that one, telling me that I'm wrong as well. But who knows? And then next up is a compilation. It's still Autumnia. This is entitled Two Faces of Autumn. This is a compilation, 2 CD thing. Pretty much it's the first 2 full lengths from the band. They were getting to the point where I don't even know if the first one was released on a physical format. I know it's long out of print if it was. So Solitude Productions went back and re-released the first 2 albums in this digipack. And I'm glad that they did. And I'm glad that I got a steal on this lot. Because this, just like this, the 2 CDs there that I'm showing would have cost me more to pick up on their own than I paid for this entire lot. So pretty nice job on the packaging as well. Doesn't have any kind of booklet or anything with it though. That was kind of a bit disappointing with this one. But what can you do? Let me see, how did we have this? And then the first album in this came out in 2004. It's entitled In Loneliness of Two Souls. And then the second album came out in 2006. And it's The Candles of Obsequial. Yeah. And then there's the back on that. I'm not sure if I showed that. So, all in all, pretty good, I guess, an eclectic haul here. We've got a big stack of doom metal, thrash metal, and a shirt from a melodic black and death metal band. So fantastic stuff here. I will link up, as I said, the Epoch of Unlight Bandcamp. Go check them guys out if you haven't, especially with them being local to where I'm at here. I would really appreciate you checking them out. Go buy a shirt. Go, do a digital download if you want of their album. I'm sure they would appreciate any kind of support that they can get. Tell them that I sent you. And also, I guess check out the Sacred Reich if you haven't checked out their newest release. I've heard some mixed reactions, but I'm really digging Awakening. I've been kind of soured on thrash metal for quite some time, and I'm slowly getting back into it, and I was highly impressed with that release. So that's all I've got for today. Still have a ton of stuff to show, and I'm just fighting time to show it, but I'm getting there. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all stay classy, stay metal, and I will see you all very soon. I promise.